Hi beautifuls, I am back with another flawless makeup tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is start off on clean skin, okay? Then I like to go in and tone my skin because it helps refine my pores. After toning my skin, I like to go in with some hydration because that toner will feel a little dry on your skin. So I go in with the Holy Hydration from e.l.f. And I just like to rub this moisturizer in my skin, just making sure it's like sinking in my pores and just doing good for my skin, y'all. After I do that, I like to spray my face with a little bit of like mist, like water mist. And the one that I got it from the beauty supply store. You guys can look it up, but they sell other ones, but I just thought this was really cool. As you guys can see, the skin is looking good. Okay, we can now prime our skin. Yes, prime it. You need primer every single time you do your makeup. This helps protect your skin, and it's just an extra layer so that things don't get caught up in your pores. So yeah, always prime your skin before doing your makeup. You guys can see I wear makeup every other day, and besides the dark eyes from hardly sleeping because the grind don't stop, my skin looks pretty good. So yeah, just make sure you take care of your skin, even when applying makeup and before makeup. So right here, I'm going in and shaping my eyebrows with some Got To Be gel. My eyebrows are naturally thick, so I have to tame them and shape them. So that is what I'm doing here. If your eyebrows are naturally sent from heaven, then you can just skip this part. But for me and mine, yeah, I got to go in and shape them things, tame them, mold them down, and do all of that. So, yeah, the brows are tamed. They are under control, so we can now focus on our skin. Our skin is primed, it's dry. We can apply our foundation. I don't have to use foundation, but I choose to use foundation. It just gives my skin an extra glow. I don't need it for coverage, but if you need it for coverage, that is okay. So, yeah, I'm going in with my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. And you guys can see this matches my neck perfectly. My face is a little bit darker, so I like to go in and match it with my neck. And y'all can see that color match is literally perfect. It looks like my actual skin, and that's not only from the foundation, but that is because we did a really good base as well. So basing your skin is really important, making sure that you prime and moisturize your skin. It shows. So now we're going in with the concealer, and you guys can kind of see where that natural light is hitting my face naturally. So that's where I'm going to go in with the concealer. I'm going to go in on my chin, under my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose, because that is where the light is naturally hitting my face anyways. Now, I will say I went in with a different technique this time because, as I mentioned before, my under eyes are slightly darker. So I'm going to go in with some orange concealer to cancel that out. If you don't have any hyperpigment anywhere, you don't have to worry about applying any orange. But just some color theory for y'all. Orange helps cancel out any darkness when it comes to like dark skin. So when you guys see me applying orange, please don't panic, okay? It's all about color theory. Don't be afraid of color, okay? So yeah, that orange is going to cancel out those dark under eyes. It's just something that I've been doing lately. It's really been helping my makeup to look even more flawless, even though I feel like Born This Way is a full enough coverage concealer. So I don't necessarily have to do this, but it's an even more flawless look when I do. So yeah, I take that extra step to achieve that. Now, I went in also with a concealer on my high cheekbones because I'm going for a more orange look. So I'm using this as blush as well. So that is why you also see it on my cheeks and on my nose, because I'm using this as blush. The one thing I love about makeup is the fact that it's universal. So you can use one product for 50 other different things. So yeah, don't be afraid to like use what you have. You don't have to go out and spend $1,500 on all these products. You can be universal with the things that you already have in your makeup room and just use what you got. So I went in with my contour. I used the Fenty Beauty Truffle on my nose. And then for my forehead and my, jawline and higher cheekbones, I went in with a darker color, which is the Ebony. I love, love, love Fenty Beauty contours because it just gets the job done. Like, I've never tried anything else. I've never had any complaints. I'm the type of person, hey, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't fix it. So, yeah, I like to go in with their contour sticks. Now I'm going in and I'm just blending out that concealer. The reason why I'm blending out my concealer first is because I'm going to go back in and add some more concealer. This was basically like my first layer. It's like a different layer of my skin. I look at it like a painting, right? So I went in with my first layer and then I'm going to go in with some more concealer. And I'm going to leave that concealer and then blend out my contour. So that is just how I like to do things. But you can do what works for you. You can blend out your contour first and then blend out your concealer. I do either or. It just depends on the mood I'm in. So, yeah, I went in with a brighter concealer. However, because I do love a bright under eye. Now I'm going in and shaping my eyebrows. And I may actually just conceal them later on, but I definitely wanted to draw them to see what type of look we were going for. Again, my brows are naturally thick, so I don't have to draw them over the top. I literally just do the natural shape of my brow, and it works for me every single time. Next, I like to go in and soften my brows with a spoolie. Trust me, this works when your brows are like a little too dark or it's just, you want it to look more natural. I go in with a spoolie and I lightly brush it and it fades the product over time. So you don't have to be too extra with it, but just lightly kind of brush it and those brows will become softer. That has been my life hack. I know a lot of people are against 2016 brows for whatever reason. People are against dark brows. Cool. I have dark brows naturally, so brown just doesn't show up for my eyebrow hairs. But y'all can get down how y'all live. But I have naturally dark hair, naturally dark brows. So this is what I have to use for it to really show up on my makeup. So right here, I'm going in with that light concealer and just highlighting the highest point of my brows. I like to add a bright concealer to my brows as well because it just helps them stand out. It helps them look more clean. Like I said, I have thick brows, so I like to do different things to make them stand out, but also like help them to look, decent too. So I found that a lighter concealer gives me that halo effect that I like for my brows. So that is why I'm going in with a really light concealer. Now I am going to go in and kind of clean up the top with some foundation because you're not going to have a clean brow without cleaning up that top. So I go in with some foundation to just kind of shape it up some more, clean it up, make it look good, make it look nice and neat. And always take your time with your brows. This is actually like the first time I've done my brows on camera. And I wasn't nervous, but I was definitely like, yeah, I don't know where this will go, but we're gonna see. But yeah, I'm just cleaning up my brows with the foundation. So now I'm going in with a brush and I'm just blending out that concealer under my eye. Feel free to use a smaller setting brush to blend this out. It doesn't matter to me. It gets the job done no matter the size of the brush. So yeah, but if you need to use a smaller brush to really get into that area and blend it out, feel free to do that. Finally going in and blending out that blush and contour to snatch this face, honey, because yeah, don't leave that unblended. It is not a good look. People will be looking at you crazy. So what I like to do, I just like to tap that contour and it will naturally blend out on its own. You don't have to like be beating your face to have it blend. No, just tap it lightly and it's gonna get the job done. That is the purpose of the brushes or the sponge. Let your tools work for you. Don't work for your tools. So yeah, just lightly tap and then it will blend out on its own. Now with my nose, I like to, as y'all can see, I like to kind of how do you explain it? I push inwards to snatch my nose because I have a wide nose. So when it comes to blending my contour on my nose, I snatch inwards because I want my nose to look slimmer, if that makes sense. And then I also went in with some foundation to just clean up that contour because it can get a little messy sometimes. And what y'all see me doing here is I'm going in and prepping my brows with some concealer. I use the same concealer that I use for my eyebrows. I really could have just dragged it down, but I knew it would be too dry after I blended out my contour, so I just decided to skip that and just do that when I, felt like doing it. So now I am going in and I set my brows with some setting powder. This helps keep that concealer in place. You cannot just put concealer on your eyelids and then expect them not to crease, or because you're moving your eyes. So you have to set your lids. I'm going in with the oldie and I'm setting my face with the Banana Revolution what is it? Powder. Yeah, and I'm just setting my whole face with that. This is how you get that filter effect. I don't care what nobody say. You got to bake. But if you have dry skin, I wouldn't say don't go too heavy on the powders. Now I'm going in with my Kisses lip liner, y'all. I love this lip liner. Not only is it affordable, but it's creamy and it's easy to work with. So I'm lining my lips with that. And I forgot to record the process of my eyes because I kind of didn't know what look I was gonna do. It just kind of happened. So yeah, I went in with my Anastasia lip velvet and a little bit of concealer and blended my lips together. And now I'm just wiping off all of that powder with some pressed powder because we cannot leave that super white. If we do, it's going to look ashy. So now I'm going in and bronzing my face. I'm the type of girl, I like to use layers. So I went in and bronzed my face with the contour palette from the crayon case. And now I'm going in with some blush. And I was a little scared because normally I don't like to use eyeshadow for blush. I feel like it's really pigmented. But I toned it down with some loose powder because I was a little nervous. Even though blush kind of fades over time, I was still like, no. I don't like too much blush. So yeah, going in and again snatching that nose with some more powder, setting that under eye. And I used the Derma Blend, loose powder, which is what that white stuff is. So yeah, we're just going in and making this even more flawless, even more just giving what it needs to give. So I'm going to let my nose bake for a little while. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab some mascara and just tame my lashes because again, I have curly lashes, curly brows. And then I went in and just applied these cat eye lashes, which I love. I love cat eye lashes. I just feel like they complement my eyes so well. Now I'm going in with the Fix It by MAC setting spray. And you guys can see how it just melted all those powders together. Like, no more ashiness. The ashiness has just went away. So yeah, I did about 3 layers of that. And you guys can see, like, okay, it's giving what it needs to give. I like to make sure that, it dries before I go in with more setting spray. I don't just drench my face in it. I feel like that makes the makeup move. And if you really want the setting spray to work, allow it to dry first and then add another layer, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with one last setting spray, which is the MILANI Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. I love this one as well. It helps keep my skin matte. It helps it be long lasting. And I do a few layers of this one as well. And yeah, it's tea. It's giving what it needs to give, y'all. I mean, I don't know what else more can I say? Like, it's giving. All right, guys, this is the final look. Very nice, very beautiful, very bold, but still elegant looking. Thank you guys so much for watching. My goal is to get to 100K subscribers. So please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know, what are your likes or dislikes about makeup? I would also love to hear from you guys. So feel free to send me some makeup inspo over on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. Till next time, I will see you guys in the next video.